All right, welcome back, students. Is my voice loud and clear at your end? Can you clearly see my PowerPoint and video presentation?
Yes
Kindly give me a
po.
thumbs up. All right, so I can see some responses here. Thank you very much. Before we start, I would like to inform you that this class will be recorded for the sake of those who will be not around today. So, who is the president of the class?
Si Kate no rin po.
Miss President, kindly lead the prayer.
Let's bow down our heads. Lord, we have heard through your class today. We pray that through your divine guidance, we would learn how to listen attentively to the inputs of our teacher. May we appreciate her effort in imparting her knowledge to us.
All right, that was a wonderful prayer. Thank you very much. So before we start, I would like to first ask you, how are you doing? Is there any absentees for today? Who is the class secretary?
Ma'am si Elsie Clemente po.
All right, Miss Class Secretary, please take note of the absentees for today and kindly give it to me after class. All right, thank you very much. So, how are you feeling today? You can simply send me an emoji representing of how you are feeling today. It could be a smiley, it could be a sad face if you're not feeling all right, or excited if you are. Okay, I would appreciate a simple emoji representing how you feel today so I can assess your feelings before we start our discussion. All right, so I can see that there's smiley faces. Okay. Some are sad. Why are you sad? Okay. I guarantee you that everything will get better soon. Okay. Just hold on and be strong. Okay. All right. So again, good day, everyone. So before we start, I would like to introduce myself. Hello, my name is Jessa de la Cruz, and you can call me Teacher Jessa. And today, I am going to be your English teacher. Alright, so before we start our discussion, I would like to present you this table. Kindly look at this table and study it. So I will give you 3 minutes to study this table and note what you have observed, what you have noticed with these 3 columns. All right. All right. So, can anybody from the class read what is presented on your screen?
First
All right. So,
column,
who would
to
like to
watch,
read?
to work, to play. Second
All right.
is
So,
watched,
yes,
worked,
Pao.
played. Third is did not watch, did not work, did not play.
All right. Thank you very much, Pauline, for reading the table. So, now, what have you noticed on this table?
They have different forms po, ma'am.
That's correct. They have different forms, and now we are going to identify them based on their column. So let's proceed to the first column. Okay, so can anyone from the class read again what is presented on your screen?
Ako po, ma'am. To watch, to
Yes,
work,
Jessa.
to play.
Okay, thank you very much. So what is the pattern of these words presented on the screen? So it said to watch, to work, to play. What is the pattern?
Ano po, ma'am? To po plus verb.
That's correct. So it has a verb And it also have the word to. So to plus verb. That's correct. So that's exactly the answer. Um, the pattern of these words are to plus verb. So these are called infinitives. So what are infinitives? So infinitive is formed from a verb but does not act as a verb. It acts as a noun, adjective, or adverb. It is made up of two or two words, which is to plus verb. So once again, what is the two words that made up infinitives?
To, saka po verb.
Very good. Thank you very much for your participation. Now let's proceed. So let's have some proceed to the examples. So we have here our examples. Okay, so we can see the first one is to eat. The second one is to dance. And the third one is to pray. Okay, so now let's proceed to the next column. Can anybody from the class read again what is presented on your screen?
Ma'am, ako po. Watched, worked, played.
Alright, thank you very much for your participation. So we have here watched, worked, played. So what is the pattern that you can observe on these three words presented?
Ano po, ma'am? Verb po, tas po may ed po siya naka-past tense.
That's correct. So we have the verb plus ed, ed. Okay, that's correct. So the pattern is verb plus suffix ed. So we have watched, worked, played. So these are all in past simple or past tense. So it is in its affirmative form. So we use the past simple in the affirmative form to confirm situation and events that occurred and finished or were repeated in the past. So past simple form is made by adding ed at the end of the verb. So in some cases there are d, only d. For those who are for nouns or for verbs that ends with a vowel. So what you can do is just add d, but some totally changes its whole word, like teach, it will be taught. Sing, it will be sang. Sometimes it remains as it is, like read, read. It just depends on how you are going to read it. So let's have some additional information. So when we use the past simple in its affirmative form, we start with the subject followed by the verb and the past tense. So let's have some examples. We have cooked, cleaned, read, taught. Once again, can anybody from the class read the examples?
Cooked, cleaned, read, taught.
Very good. So now let's move on to the final table. Can anybody from the class read what is presented on your screen?
Did not watch, did
Yes,
not work,
Paulian.
did not play.
Okay, so thank you very much for your participation. So what can you notice on these words presented on the screen? So we have did not watch, did not work, did not play. Yes, Jessa?
They have a pattern po na did plus not plus a verb po.
Alright, so that's exactly the answer. So the pattern is did plus not plus verb infinitive infinitive. So, did not plus verb, which is in its infinitive form. So, this is related to our topic for today, which is past simple negative. So, what is past simple negative? So, we use it with the auxiliary did plus not, or didn't or did not. So, when we use the auxiliary verb, we put the verb in its infinitive form. We go back to the first column of the table I presented to you, right? It was on its infinitive form. So we add did plus not plus the verb on its infinitive form. So now let's have some examples here. So, who would like to read?
I did not
The
study.
first one.
You did not work. He did not come. She did not play. It
All right. I
did
did
not
not study.
eat. We did
So,
not go.
read the
You did
whole
not leave.
table.
They did not meet.
All right. So let's analyze this table. So on the first column, we have the subjects. So we have I, you, he, she, it, we, you, they. So those are all the subjects on these sentences. And the next column is the auxiliary, which is did not or did it. All right. And then the final column, we have the infinitive verbs such as study, work, come, play, eat, go, live, meet. So to create a um, past simple negative sentences, we add the subject plus the auxiliary did not plus the verb. So let's have another example aside from this presented. So um, let's have Carl did not eat. So Carl did not eat. So there could be a lot of reasons why Carl did not eat. Maybe he doesn't have any appetite, or he's sad, he is still full. You know, there are a lot of reasons why he did not eat. So let's proceed. So I want you to take note of this. So did not or didn't plus infinitive verb. So this is again the formula on how you create past simple negative sentences. So now, let's test your knowledge if you really understand our discussion. So past simple negative is very, very easy, right, to understand. So I want you to closely look at these pictures presented and write negative sentences out of it using our pattern, which is subject plus auxiliary did not plus infinitive verb. Okay, so I would like to know if everyone's ready to answer. Kindly give me a thumbs up. All right, so Paulian's ready, Jess is ready. I think everyone's ready. So now, let's have the examples. All right, so look closely at the picture. All right, so as we can see, there is a kid that holding a book, and there are question marks above his head. So what could be the meaning of this? So what could be the sentences that you can create on this image using the pattern? Again, subject plus did not plus infinitive verb. All right, so I will give you my answer on this one. The kid did not understand the text. Okay, so the subject here is the kid, and it also have the auxiliary, which is did not, plus the verb on its infinitive form, understand. So the kid did not understand that text. Alright, so let's have the next one. It's your turn. Alright, so who is the character on the picture?
SpongeBob.
Very good. So that is SpongeBob. And we can see that he is catching jellyfish. So what could be the sentence that you can make on this picture?
SpongeBob did not catch the jellyfish.
Alright, so we have the same answer. SpongeBob did not catch the jellyfish. So we have the subject SpongeBob, the auxiliary didn't, plus the verb on its infinitive form catch. So SpongeBob did not catch the jellyfish. Let's have another one. So we have here two people, a girl and a boy who looks like they are shouting at each other. So what can you make out of this picture? Again, the formula is subject plus auxiliary did not plus infinitive verb.
They did
Okay,
not
Paul again.
understand each other.
That's correct. So we have here they didn't agree with each other. So the subject here is they, the auxiliary is didn't, and the verb is agree. All right. So thank you very much for everyone who have participated with our activity. Now, let's have an assessment if you truly understand your lesson about past simple negative. So your task is to change the form of the affirmative sentence into negative sentence by replacing the underlined verb. So we have here 5 examples. So anyone from the class who would like this sentence, who would like to read the sentences?
Me po, ma'am. I went to the supermarket. He admired you. Carl played basketball. Margot ate the apple. She read the rules.
All right. So let's. I will give you 5 minutes to change the form of these sentences by replacing the underlined verb. Okay. So your timer starts now. All right. So time's up. Now let's reveal the answers on this activity. So we have the first sentence. I went to the supermarket. So let's have the correct answer. I did not go to the supermarket. So as we can see, it changed the verb went and replaced it with the formula, as I said a while ago, did not plus verb. So we have here, I did not go to the supermarket. Okay, very good. Now let's move on to the next one. He admired you. He admired you. So what is the negative form of this sentence? So let's reveal the answer. He didn't admire you. So, ouch, right? He didn't admire you. So who got it correct? Very good. So now let's move on to the next one. Carl played basketball. So let's change the form of the verb played into its infinitive form and add the auxiliary did not. So what will we form? What are we going to form? We have Carl did not play basketball. Alright, so on the next one, Margot ate apple. Margot ate the apple. So let's change the verb ate into its infinitive form and add the auxiliary did not. So we have Margot didn't eat the apple. So it could be somebody else who eat the apple. It could be his father. Alright, so to the final sentence, we have she read the rules. She read the rules. So the answer is she did not read the rules. Very good. Alright, so who got 5? 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so congratulations everyone for successfully answering our assessment. So that will be all today. So before I forgot, I will take a screenshot of our attendance for today. So I would like you to open your cameras. Okay. Thank you very much. So I will count 1 to 10 and I want you to give me your best shot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Smile. Alright, so thank you everyone for actively participating on our discussion for today. Okay, so I hope to see you soon. Alright, so if you don't have any questions, you may now leave the call. Thank you everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Have a good day.
Thank you po, ma'am.